Hi friends, this is Gautam. Today's session we are going to see about VLSM concept. So VLSM, expansion of VLSM is an variable length subnet mask. So using this concept we can split the IP address to the network based on our requirements. So last two sessions we can see about IP address concept and FLSM concept. In FLSM concept, so we can equally split the IP address to the network. So for an example, I need 4 network, means in 4 networks I can equally split the IP address to the 4 network. So that is FLSM concept. Here VLSM. VLSM is an variable length subnet mask. That means depends upon our requirements I can split the IP address. For an example, Office 1 I need 10,000 IP address. Office 2 I need 2000 IP address. So depends upon our requirements I can split the IP address. So that is VLSM concept. So in subnetting you should learn about 2 power table. So 2 power table is very important. Okay, so let's we can go into this example sums. So here use class B network 150.150.0.0/16. So use class B network. You can split the IP address depends upon our requirements. So here my requirement is in Office 1 I need 5000 IP address. In Office 2 I need 2000 IP address. So this is my question. So use class B network, that is 150.150.0.0/16 is a default class B network. So using this IP, using this network, I can split into 2 office. In Office 1 I need 5000 IP address. In Office 2 I need 2000 IP address. Okay. So before going into VLSM concept, by default 150.150.0.0. So 150 comes under class B. So if it's class B means 16-bit is a network bits and 16-bit is an host bits. So the default subnet mask is 255.255.0.0. So the network ID is 150.150.0.0 and first host should be an 150.150.0.1 and last host should be an 150.150.255.254 and broadcast IP is an 150.150.255.255. Okay, so this is by default network ID, first host, last host and broadcast IP for class B network. Okay, so here first off is my requirement is 5000 IP address. So you can check the 2 power table. So in 2 power table, so 2 power 12 means you will get 4096 IP address, but my requirement is 5000 IP. So it should be equal or greater than, but it should not be less than. So you can go for 2 power 13. So 2 power 13 means you will get 8192 IP address. So here 8192 IP address you will get if you are using 2 power 13. So that means host bit should be in 13 bits and remaining all the bits should be borrowed from host bits to network bits. So by default class B 16-bit is an host bits, but here I need only 13 bits to satisfy this condition. So remaining 3 bits I can borrow to host bits to network bits. So here we can see below 150.150. So first 3 bits from host bits to network bits I can borrow it. Remaining 13 bits should be an host bits. Okay. So now totally 19-bit is an network bits and remaining 13-bit is an host bits. So here the red color mark indicates the bits can borrow from host bits to network bits, and the text, the number indicates in green color, it should be in host bits. Okay, now you can find out the network ID, first host, last host and broadcast IP as usual. So if you want to find out the network ID means it should be an okay. So you have to find out the network ID means all the host bits should be an 0. then you can convert into decimal format, means you will get the network ID. So here all the green color number indicates the host bits, so it should be in binary format. I will put it as an 0. Then I will convert into decimal format. 150.150.0.0 is a network ID. Next you have to find out the first host. So first host means all the host bits should be in 0 except last octet last bit should be in 1. Then you can convert into decimal format. So here 150.150.0.1 is an first host. So next one, last host. You have to find out last host, means all the host bits should be in 0. So okay, so I made little bit, yeah, okay. So all the host bits should be in 1 except last octet last bit should be in 0. You will get the last host. So here 150.150 dot. So here green color 1111, this 51 indicates corresponding decimal values. So first bit 000, that red color bit 0 corresponding decimal value is 128. You no need to add it because it's 0. Next one 64 also you no need to add it. 32 also you no need to add it. Next one 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. You can add this value, means you will get 31. Next one, all the bits you can add it. So that should be in 254 because last octet last bit should be in 0. So now you will get it last host. So in last host you have to find out. So first 3 bits should be in 0. So you no need to add it 128, 64, 32. Then last 5 bits should be in 1. So you should add it 16, 8, 4, 2, 1, means you will get it 31. So that is the last host. So 150.150.31.254 is an last host. Next you should find out the broadcast IP. So broadcast IP means all the host bits should be in 1. Then you can convert into decimal format, means you will get it the broadcast IP. So 150.150, and then so all the host bits I will put it as an 1. So you will get 150.150.31.255 is an broadcast IP. Now office 1 I can find out the network ID, first host, last host and broadcast IP for 5000 IP, requirements of 5000 IP address. So here subnet mask should be in 255.255. It should be an 8 bit and the second octet should be an 8 bit 16. Next in third octet 3 bits we can borrow. So you can borrow 3 bits, means so corresponding decimal value is 128, 64, 32. So you can add all this value, means you will get 224.0. So if you write down the subnet mask, means all the if you write down the subnet mask, means how many bits is a network bits, totally 19 bits. So all the 19 bits you can put it as a 1. Then you can convert into decimal format, means you can find out the subnet mask. So here 19 bit should be in network bits. So first octet 8 bit, all the 8 bits should be in 1, so it should be in 255. Next octet all the 8 bits should be in 1 is in 255. So 8 plus 8 16. Remaining third octet 3 bits, so 128, 64, 32. You can add this value, means you will get it 224.0 is the subnet mask for office 1 network. Next you can find out the network ID, first host, last host and broadcast IP for office 2. So in office 2 my requirement is 2000 IP address. So 2000 IP address means check the 2 power table. So 2 power 10 you are getting 1024. 2 power 11 you will get it 2048. So here level bit should be an host bits for office 2 to satisfy the condition. So 2 power level you will get it 2048 IP address. So here level bit should be an host bits. So if level bit should be an host bits, means remaining 5 bits from host bit should borrow to network bits. By default class B is an 16 bit is a network bits and 16 bit is an host bits. So in office 2 my condition to satisfy means level bit should be an host bits. So level bits I will take it as an host bits and remaining 5 bits I can borrow from host bits to network bits. So that's why only I will mention here 50. That 50 indicates the network bits and remaining level bits indicates the host bits. So here the first three bits I can bold highlighted as an bolded, because in last office itself first three bits I can borrow from host bits to network bits. So that's why only I mentioned here. And one more thing, in last office itself we can borrow first three bits of third octet from host bits to network bits. So here the last bit you can borrow from host bits to network bits. That bit you can change it into 1. So here 000 in last office itself I can borrow from host bits to network bits. From that first three bit, the last bit I can borrow from host bit to network bit. That bits I can change it into 1. So here we can see 001, because in binary representation 000 means the first combination should be in 00, next combination should be in 001. So that's why only I can use here 001. So the network bit should be in 150.150.00100. So last 20 I can borrow this office. Last two bits I can borrow from the requirements of 2000 IP address. So for that reason I can borrow extra 2 bits from host bits to network bits. So now you can find out the network ID. So network ID, as usual, all the host bits should be in 0. So here the green color number indicates the host bits. So all the host bits I will put it as an 0. Then I will convert into decimal format, means I will get the network ID. So here 150.150 and in red color indicates the network bits. So that indicates the borrow from host bits to network bits. So here 001. So 0 indicates 128. It should be a 0. Next 0 indicates the 64. It should be a 0. And third bit 1 indicates the 32. So you should add it 32 because it should be an 1. So 1 means you can add that value. If it's 0 means you no need to add that value. So third bit is an 1. So the corresponding decimal value is 32. So it should be 150.150.32.0 is a network ID. Next one, you have to find out the first host. So first host means all the host bits should be in 0 except last octet, last bit should be in 1. Here the green color number indicates the host bit. So last octet, last bit I will put it as an 1. Then you can convert into decimal format. So you will get the first host. So here 150.150.32.1 is the first host. So next one, you have to find out the last host. So last host means all the host bits should be in 1 except last octet, last bit should be in 0. Then you will convert into decimal format, means you will get the last host. So here 150.150. So here 128.64, you no need to add that value. Next one 32, you can add that value. Next one 16.8, you no need to add that value. Next last 3 bits should be in 421. So 32 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1, you can add it, means you will get 39. So 150.150.39.254 is a last host. Next one, you can find out the broadcast IP, means all the host bits should be in 1. Then you can convert into decimal format, means you will get the broadcast IP. So here 150.150.139.255 is a broadcast IP. So this is the network ID, first host, last host and broadcast IP for Office 2. So in Office 2, how many bits is a network bits? So totally we can, so here only level bit is an host bit. So 32 minus level is an 21. So 21 bit is an network bits. So the subnet mask for 21 bits is an 255 indicates 8 bit and 255 indicates 8 bits. So 8 plus 8 16 and remaining 5 bits should be an network bits. So 128 64 32 16 8, you can add up these 5 values, means you will get the 248. So 248.0 is a subnet mask for Office 2. So in VLSM concept, Office 1 subnet mask is 255.224.0. In Office 2, the subnet mask should be in 255.248.0. So variable length subnet mask. So the subnet mask should be in different. But in FLSM concept, all the office you will get equal IP address. So you should use the same subnet mask. So in Office 1 5000 IP address if you want miss, so the network ID should be in 150.150.0.0 and first host should be in 0.1 and last host should be in 31.254 and broadcast IP should be in 31.255. So the subnet mask is 255.254.0. In Office 2, I need 2000 IP address. So the network ID should be in 150.150.32.0. So here we can see 31.255 is an ending IP. So next Office it starts from 32.0 and first host should be in 32.1 and last host should be in 39.254 and broadcast IP should be in 39.255 and subnet mask should be in 255.248.0. Okay friends, question for you guys. So question for you guys. So the question is use class A IP address, that is 10.0.0.0/8. So using class A network you can split the IP address, depends upon our requirements. So my requirement is Office 1 I needed 15,000 IP address, Office 2 I need 10,000 IP address and Office 3 I need 7,500 IP address and Office 4 I need 4,000 IP address and finally Office 5 I needed 1000 IP address. Okay friends, thank you for watching my videos. For further updates subscribe my channel. If you like this video please press like button and I am waiting for your reply and share to your friends also friends. Thank you.